Hey guys, what is going on? It's JKK Parky1 here, and welcome to my second episode of my FIFA career mode with Fleetwood. Now we're starting it off straight away here with our first pre-season friendly, and we're against Orebro. I'm not even sure where they are actually from, but as you can see here, we are just about to lose 3-1, and I honestly do not care about all these pre-season friendlies. Like, they shouldn't bother any of you if you're actually trying anything. But yeah, Devontae Cole, Burton tried to actually come in for him, but I'm not selling him because he's one of my primary strikers. And I actually went after this keeper called Diego Zamora. He's a 21-year-old. I wasn't really sure about his level, but I do know that we need a few keepers, actually, to back us up. And I went for this Leonardo Vaca. He looked pretty promising. I didn't actually have the full scouting report, but what I saw, from what I saw that he was a 19-year-old and he was a pretty decent rating. So we're going straight into our second pre-season friendly here against Peronas. As you can see, we changed the lineup a little bit because I just want to try out a few of the different players. I want, not in game obviously, but I want to give them a chance in the team. And yeah, we drew with this one. That's actually the best result of the whole pre-season period, so not to ruin it. But yep, we're going to go into another training session. I just want to include all of these because I feel like they're pretty key, with a team like this, because obviously they're all pretty low ratings, and the ratings should go up pretty drastically throughout the whole season, and I just wanted to include every single one. They're a nice cutaway. Yep, and we're going into the Leonardo Vaca because he actually accepted first time round, and to be fair, I wasn't actually surprised. He's a 19-year-old free agent, and I offered him exactly what he wanted, or maybe just a bit lower. So what I thought after that, Jamil Matt said he wanted to leave, and Lavery and Hunter are a bit lower rated, so I thought about putting Lavery on the loan list, but I ended up putting Hunter on there instead. I ended up keeping Lavery for just a bit longer. And I went after this left winger called Clayton Lewis, because I realised Hennon was the only left winger in Fleetwood. I realised that we are really starving in that position. So I went after Jamie Arashata as well. He's a Bolivian 21-year-old, and he's actually pretty small, but I thought, hey, he's going to be strong enough anyway. And Millwall came in for Nathan Pond. Obviously, if I'm going to sell Nathan Pond, I'm going to try and get the max out of him, so I asked him for his full value. Okay, that's enough for transfers, as we're going into our third pre-season friendly against Sandefjord. I can't even say their name, but anyway, I can only tell it's going bad because Davis is injured already. So Joe Davis, our main centre-back, our 20-year-old, 60 rated or 59 rated centre-back, is injured. So I thought we needed a bit of backup, so I went after this Rafael Makowski. I'm going to go for a 2-year loan length. I'm not sure whether they're going to accept it, but I'm going to offer a £200,000 future fee. Because right at the moment, he's only valued at 80,000, but I thought we might as well actually offer him a bit more. So I thought I'd leave this in because we're actually changing the whole team. I changed the lineup from a 4-3-3 attack to a 4-1-2-1-2. With the 2 centre mids rather than the actual wingers. And I thought I'd leave this in because, I don't know, I feel like it's key to kind of share the team and share all the positions and all the players who are actually going to be starting. So I was kind of umming and ahhing about keeping Maxwell as the main keeper, but I ended up putting Arestidou there. Another reason for doing this was obviously to take Joe Davis out of the team, obviously because he's injured. Luckily it was only a 7-day injury, so it's not too bad at all. And we're going into our second training session of the actual episode. And I can't remember what we did here. Oh, they all did pretty bad. They all did really bad, and nothing actually went up. So yeah, that was a pretty useful training session. Now going on to the next thing, hopefully. Now, yes. Okay, so another offer came in for Nathan Pond for 130,000. And I thought, I might as well just accept it. Get the wage budget, get the 130,000, and try and sign more people. So Jamie Arashata actually accepted first time round. Yeah, again, he's a free agent, so I'm not really that surprised. And Clayton Lewis actually wanted a price buffer on his wage. So I thought, it's only 1,800, so I'll actually offer it him, and we really do need some backup in that position. And I saw this guy whilst one of our scouts did ridiculous things with Jermaine Defoe and all that. He actually put up Calvin Phillips from Leeds, and I thought that's actually a pretty decent find. And whilst I was doing that, I accepted Makowski, and I accepted the one before it, which was Clayton Lewis. So obviously I just signed Clayton Lewis. He's not that high rated, so I'm putting him straight on the loan list, as well as Lavery. I actually decided to put him on there this time, so that means I've got Hunter, Lavery and Lewis all on the actual loan listings. I think that's right. Yeah, so I've got quite a lot of strikers actually on the loan listings, and Gogic actually went up a rank, so he has now become one of our best rated keepers so far, and he's actually the youngest out of them all, so that's actually really pleasing to see. The others didn't do actually that well at all. But I found this guy as well, Peli Rudok Mpanzu. Like, he's not going to be the highest of ratings, because he's only £90,000 and he's £750 and he's sporadic in Luton, so I thought I'd offer him £75,000, try and get him. And they had, funnily enough, Leeds actually accepted for Calvin Phillips. I was really surprised about that. And what do you know, Luton actually accepted for Peli Rudok Mpanzu, so we actually got two players there. Well, we didn't get him yet, because Mpanzu's still yet to actually agree a contract. And my other scout actually came back from Poland with this guy, Tomasz Kedziora. I'm not really sure how to say his name, but I'm probably going to have to learn. Like, this guy, he looks promising. Like, for £6,000 a week on wages, I know he's going to be our most paid player in the whole squad, but he actually seems like a really decent player. Now, Jamil Matt, he's on the transfer list as well because he refused his contract, but I thought I'd try and get 130,000 when they offered 110. I didn't think that was anywhere near enough for Jamil Matt, but I wanted to try and get that extra 20,000 out of the team who were bidding. And that training session went much better, as almost all of them actually went up overall. Like, not actual one overall, but they actually went up a bit, if you know what I mean. You saw it on the screen anyway. But yeah, that is the training session over, and we are going straight to the Peli Rudok Mpanzu signing. Actually, we actually got him 75,000, 12.50 wage, and yeah, that is another addition to the squad. And Kedziora actually, well, his team accepted, Lech Poznan actually accepted a 1-year loan deal for him, so that's 6,000 on the wage budget. But to kind of counteract that, Jamil Matt is out the squad. He's been sold for 110,000. I couldn't even be bothered at this point trying to get the extra 20,000 off Stevenage. But yeah, he's actually gone. And this came as a surprise, because I didn't actually know I had a youth scout. And he came back with this. One player, just one player, Francesco Gozzi. He's 15 years old, 57 overall, but has the potential to be 81 to 94. Now, we're Fleetwood Town. We don't have anyone at that standard. So it made me think, I really need to check my whole team again. Like, because this also doubles up as, like, you can see all the new overalls, you can see all the new players in the squad. We've actually bulked up the squad quite nicely, if you ask me. Like, we've actually got quite a few players in each position now. I probably should have, like, split it up and actually sorted out the positions, but I was just kind of looking through and just trying to see who we actually had, and Jamil Matt's still there for some reason. I don't think we actually sold him at this point. I think he was on the way out. But yeah, we've got quite a few players in there. Obviously, we're not the highest rated of teams, but you know what? It's actually alright. And Berry actually came in for Gary Lavery, so I instantly accepted that, because I'm not going to play him. And I started getting a bit annoyed with the training systems. All I wanted to do was, like, try and get the same players up, so I actually just pressed load the previous training session, and it actually works, because Nick Houghton, I think I'm going to call him Houghton, almost went up to a 57, so that's actually pretty decent. So I thought I'd include this as well. Obviously it's a bit sped up, because you've already actually seen the new lineup and everything, but this is with all the new players. Like, we've got Rudok Mpanzu now, we've got Makowski, we've got who else have we got? We have Phillips, we have Kedziora, like, we have Vaca. We have quite a few new players, and I'm actually quite impressed with this squad now, because we actually have quite a bit of depth. Obviously, in Zamora as well. Like, he's our second highest rated keeper in that squad, just in front of Gogic. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I know it was a lot to cram in, but you know what, guys? See you later.